Yo, what's going on, everybody? What's happening? Oh, we're in for a good one. Switzerland versus Bosnia. Switzerland, of course, the home country of Roger Federer, one of my favorite tennis players of all time. When we update the thumbnail, stupidly, the one thumbnail I did not update in time was when Messi was playing and scored 3 goals. I forgot to update the Messi thumbnail till after the stream. That is a huge mistake on my part. So we're going to make sure we update that thumbnail immediately. This one's not particularly creative. So there it is. Switzerland versus Bosnia thumbnail. And we are underway. All right. So we do have Bosnia. I know they have a longer name than that, but we're going to stick with Bosnia for the sake of simplicity. We're 20 seconds into this match, and Switzerland's earned a yellow card. Harsh. Maybe the quickest yellow card I've ever seen. That was a yellow, correct? I believe it was. I believe that was a yellow they threw out there. Come here. Good girl. Free kick here for Bosnia. It's up. Looking for the header. Out of play. Out of play. Looking like a corner kick here for Bosnia, though. They've earned one. This could be dangerous here early on for Switzerland. It's up. Woefully short and into the legs of Switzerland. But Bosnia steals it right away. Bosnia looking like they're ready to score early and often in this one. Oh, goodness. Good girl. Look at that. Good girl. Best finish for Switzerland was the quarterfinals 3 times in 1934, 1938, and 1954. This is Bosnia's second FIFA World Cup appearance, first since 2014. Doodles. Good girl. Sort of struggling around midfield. Switzerland was undefeated in World Cup qualifying. They got 4 wins and 2 draws. Bosnia beat Wales and Italy on penalties in order to qualify. I don't believe Italy's even in this tournament. That is a shocking revelation. Italy usually a top team. This Bosnian team is unafraid. Switzerland called for the offsides. Ball will go back to Bosnia. Yeah, you can clearly see right there. There's the offsides. You know, if it was up to me, I would get rid of offsides. Personally, I think the game of soccer would be funner without it. Switzerland had a 1-1 draw versus Qatar. That's a little bit of an upset for them. And Bosnia had a 1-1 draw versus Canada. So both these teams, drawing with the other teams in the group, this match becomes extra important to see if you can get a win and 3 points in your group stage. Come here. Hi. You want up, boy? Good boy. I see you both. I love you both. I gotta back this up. It's too close to him. There you go. We're 6 minutes into this one. Uh-oh. Slipping. You guys are goofy. You guys are goofy. Neither team could be advance or be eliminated based on the results of this game. I would hope not. We still have more to go in group stage. But still feel like this is very important. The loser of this game is going to be put into a interesting position, to say the least. Corner kick here for Switzerland. They decide to not boot it in like you normally do, looking for a header. They play around with it. They fuck around and find out because they get nothing out of it. I don't know why you never take advantage of just sitting it up and trying to get a header when you're on the corner. I find it to be a bizarre play when you play it short. I really do. Just like I do if a goal kick goes short, I find that to be a bizarre play. Switzerland shoots. It's off the side of the goal post. Swiss goalie sends it, or Bosnia's goalie sends it deep. It goes all the way to the Swiss goalie. I mean, I don't have a particular rooting interest, but I do kind of like Switzerland. I mean, I predict them to win, and I just like them more, I guess. But I do have Switzerland winning 1-0. That's my prediction today. Sends it deep. Shocking. There's no offsides there. Oh, I guess they are going to call the offsides. He was well behind the defense. So this is offsides as offsides gets in this sport. Bosnia goalie sends it deep. And almost it switched in the corner. Eli, what's up? I have some special chips for you, buddy. We got the Texas barbecue brisket Pringles. Let's see what I think. It's good. It's good. It mostly tastes like original, but it's got a really good aftertaste. Mm. Yeah, pretty good. What have you been up to, man? We're 13 minutes into this scoreless contest right now. Trust me, I'm much more excited for USA tomorrow. All right, Switzerland's got her on midfield. They're moving in, looking to get the first goal on the board. It's up in the air. Bosnia gets it. Bosnia tries to clear it out. And they do very successfully, kicks it ahead. Now Bosnia's got a real chance to score themselves. It's up, but safely out of play. Not really a good shot on goal. They should have done much better coming down there. It's almost like right there was like a fast break in an NBA game. And instead of passing it to your teammate for the layup, someone stops and jacks up the three. That was the soccer equivalent of that. He had a trailing teammate he could have kicked it to, took the shot himself, and was way off. Way outside and way off. Come here, Doodles. Come here, Doodles. What up? You want to say hi to Eli? She says hi. If you were looking for Little Man, he was up here a little bit ago. All right, we're about 15 and a half minutes into this. We're still scoreless. I predicted a Switzerland 1-0 win based on how these two teams play. It's going to be a very slow, methodical match. I just hope we don't get a 0-0 draw. Those really irritate me. A 0-0 draw really makes me feel like I wasted my damn time. Look at Doodle. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you all happy? Are you happy? Yes. You can see Little Man back there. He's getting water. Food and water. And if you look really closely, right there, you can see Doodle's little ball toy sitting on the ground. All right, we're 17 minutes in, and Switzerland's on the move. Getting closer. The last time Switzerland lost in any competition internationally, it was November 2024 against Spain. And Bosnia, in their last 9 matches, has had 7 wins and 2 draws, no losses themselves. Neither of these teams have tasted defeat internationally in a long time. Today, maybe somebody will, unless they draw again. In this Group B action. I can't wait for knockout stages. That'll be fun. That'll be teams will actually start getting eliminated. That made the tournament, that wasn't just eliminated in group play. And then there won't be any draws anymore when we get to the knockout rounds. Well, what I find interesting about soccer is almost every soccer league except the American one, Major League Soccer, does not have a playoff. They all just play the regular season, and the best team at the end wins the championship. Who do I got to win it all? Well, see, France is the popular pick, but I actually took the plunge this year. I went all in on USA, man. USA all the way. I have a USA-Mexico final. is my dream final for the World Cup. I believe, Eli. I believe. This is our best chance we've ever had at the World Cup. Switzerland shoots, saved by the Bosnian goalie. But no, most soccer leagues, they just play a regular seat, like the ones that are country leagues. They just play the regular season. Most of them do. Yeah, wishful thinking, that's for sure. We'll see how far they actually get. They get to the quarterfinals, I'll shit a brick. But no, yeah, like if you go to the most famous soccer league, like during the normal calendar year, is the Premier League. And the Premier League's got 20 teams in it. So you play the other 19 teams twice, one home, one away. So you play 38 games. Whoever has the most points wins the league. Points, for example, are you get 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, and no points for a loss. Game of Thrones is the most overrated show ever. You know what? It might be. I watched like 8 episodes of it and could not get into it. Now, I'm somebody that I was convinced to watch Dexter, or convinced to watch Supernatural or Breaking Bad, right? And then I loved it. Generally, when I'm convinced to watch a popular show, it's usually good. Game of Thrones, nah. I was out on that shit pretty quick. We're still nothing, 21 and a half minutes in. Switzerland passing midfield. Yep, Switzerland versus Bosnia is the matchup today. So today might have been, I don't know. Today, I'm going out to the bar later. It's ladies' night out at the bar, so we ended up doing this stream. So we get a stream in for today. Trying to limit myself to one stream a day and make it a good quality stream, whether it's a game stream or a sports stream. Oh, you got the game on? Cool. Switzerland shoots and they miss. It's going to be a Bosnian goal kick unless they determine that Bosnia tapped that ball on the way out. But there's going to be a water break here. It was just wide of the goal. It was not in. But they could determine whether the ball might have barely touched the Bosnian player before it went out. If it did, Switzerland gets a corner kick. So they might look at that during this water break. Oh, it looked like a goal. Oh, no. Yeah, it could trick you depending on the camera angle. But, yeah, it was wide. Yeah, tomorrow we got USA versus Australia around the same time as today. Saturday and Sunday, we're going to have a ton of coverage of the U.S. Open. First soccer match you ever watched? Make sure you watch tomorrow's USA Australia. But yeah, we're going to do golf this weekend, and I'm going to actually plug this computer in when I do golf because it's going to be long-ass stream. Saturday is going to be a long-ass stream. It may even break the new record I just set. The 8 hours and 19 minutes. It might even break that record. And most of it's going to be covering golf. There'll be soccer games going on too. We'll keep updated on, but it's mostly going to be covering golf. Sunday we'll still stream, but it won't be as long as Saturdays. Yeah, Sunday's Father's Day. It's the final round. It won't be as long as Saturday's stream because I'm off Saturday and I work Sunday. But yeah, Sunday's Father's Day. And I don't anticipate a high turnout for the Father's Day, but I was gonna watch the U.S. Open anyway, so I might as well be live. So. But yeah, Saturday's going to be like a super stream. It's going to be like keep it up on soccer, keep it up on the U.S. Open, talking about anything and everything. It's going to be great. I'm going to have this plugged in. So it might even break the record. Then Monday, we're going to do Mina the Hollower. We're going to do a Mina the Hollower marathon Monday and see if we can beat the game in a single day. So, U.S. Open's on NBC. It'll be on NBC. It's actually on tomorrow, too, but I'm not watching it tomorrow. I'm just going to watch it Saturday and Sunday. But it's on NBC, whatever channel it is for you. So this one's got about midfield, 26 and a half minutes in here. No goals yet. But I can give everybody a quick. The first round is going on for the U.S. Open right now. It is on the USA Network. I could give a quick update on who's on top of the leaderboard. U.S. Open leaderboard. Also, they're playing at Shinnecock, which is by far the toughest golf course in the entire country, in my opinion. So it's going to be fucking brutal for them. So right now, Rory McIlroy's tied for first. I like that. yeah, he did. Soccer's more physical than you think, man. Yeah, Rory currently tied for first. That's cool. Yeah, Shinnecock's one of the hardest golf courses in the country. It was always just an absolute pain to play through. You're getting at least one of my hip. Oh, that's gonna suck. That is gonna be painful, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully, whatever they do, it'll help you, though. Help whatever's wrong. Hey. Doodles. Hey. I'll cover up that mouth. I'll cover up that snout. Yeah. I mean, hopefully it helps, man. That's hopefully I've seen people get hip replacements and it helps them a lot. I've seen them get it and then things aren't so good for them. But obviously you got to listen to your doctors and do what they think is best. About 30 minutes into this one, so 1/3 of the way through the entire match. One thing I will credit soccer for is the games are a little quick. They're just 2 hours. A lot of sports are longer than that. Like hockey and basketball are like 2.5. Football and baseball are more like 3. College football is more like 3.5. And by far, soccer is the most popular sport in the world. We're definitely the minority when it comes to how we treat soccer around here. Hey, no one asked. Oh, Bosnia. Pops it up. Swiss goalie comes down with it. All right, Switzerland. Moving on up. So I did make a video that'll come out tomorrow about why I decided I'm not going to review Toy Story 5. I've decided not to review Toy Story 5. Also, I got top 10 movie trilogies of all time. I got a video like that coming out tomorrow as well. I agree, Eli, and I bring that up in my review. Basically said, to paraphrase it, I actually feel bad. The idea of going to this movie made me feel bad because in actuality, I should be bringing my kid to this movie if I had a kid. You know what I mean? Like this should be for them, not me. And the franchise is not for me anymore. I've aged out of it. And the only way that someone my age could enjoy it is through the eyes of my child. And so it actually depressed me. Like I don't want to be a 36-year-old dude going in the theater. I would like one ticket to Toy Story 5, please. Come on, I feel like a freaking PDF if I did that. See, I will watch it when it comes to Disney Plus. Same thing with Star Wars, The Mandalorian, and Grogu. I didn't go see that because of anything weird. I just didn't want to see that movie over Passenger. But that'll give me a reason to do Disney Plus. I could watch that movie and Star Wars on Disney Plus, and it would be just fine. I didn't feel too weird going into the Mario movie being older. I had my girlfriend at the time with me anyway, but when I went to the Mario movie, I was passing out, to be honest, the Galaxy movie. I didn't really like it nearly as much as the first one anyway. So, I mean, but it was still Mario. I'm a Mario fan. Passenger's good. I gave that a 9 out of 10. Oh yeah, that was pretty much decided. Um, yeah, one girl's just she's more on board with the idea of, she obviously she flaked before, but she's more on board with the idea of coming up here soon and get the ball rolling. The other girl wanted to wait 2 years, and I'm not waiting 2 years. Zelda movie should be peak next year. Is that really coming next year? Yeah, I'm excited for that. Give me a live action Zelda and a live action Metroid. Yeah, the two out of the two women I was choosing from, one was the one who flaked and she came back to me apologetically, and that's the one I'm more or less going along with. But it's a to me it's a I'll see it when I see it. I'll believe it when I believe it. Like I'm talking to her, but I'm still single right now. Like, if I'm not seeing someone on the regular in person or they're not living with me, I'm single. So until I'm not. You know what I mean? Like all the conversations going well and all that. So Bosnia will get a goal kick here. 36 and a half minutes into this match. But yeah, Passengers, out of the 10 or 11 movies I've seen this year, Passengers definitely in the top half for me. Oh, the pretend wedding, or is it the kind of wedding that I'm looking for? The one that's it's not issued by the state, but it's a ceremony. All right, Switzerland. Let's see what they can do. 37 and a half minutes in. This has been a very defensive matchup. It's hard to break the defense of either team. As the Swiss goalie is sizing up where to go next with the ball. He'll go short middle. They'll continue up the middle past midfield now. Switzerland is on the attack. Let's see what that says. That says it's a wedding so she can see it without having to travel to Texas for it, and then they will have an actual wedding at some point soon. Well, that's good. That you know, that's nice. We'll call it the practice wedding. We're 39 minutes into this scoreless soccer game. Bosnia heads it up towards midfield. Switzerland on the attack. Near the box. Goes out. It's going to be a Bosnian goal kick. Switzerland not happy. They think it was out on Bosnia. Let's see. I think that was out on Bosnia. They need to reverse that. I think this should be a Swiss corner kick, if you ask me. But it's not. "40 minutes in to this first half here. They play two 45-minute halves in soccer. Time runs continuously. There's stoppage time, like a little extra time that's added to the end of each half. For those of you that don't know the rules of soccer. Group stage, you can end in a draw. It's possible to end in a draw in group stage. When we get to the knockout rounds, there'll be 30 minutes of extra time if you're tied. Even if you score a goal in extra time, you play the full 30 minutes of extra time. If still tied, then it goes to penalty kicks. That's for the knockout rounds, which we're not up to yet. That manager is so mad, man. He is so irritated. All right, Switzerland goalie sends it deep. Not very good because it's in the feet of Bosnia now. "42 minutes in. You've never heard of Bosnia until today? Well, let's do some trivia on them. The country of Bosnia. Where is it located? See, I couldn't even point it out on a map to you, and I'm very much into history. I knew about the country's name. I knew about Bosnia, but I couldn't point it out on a map. Even if I tried. Let's see, where's this? It's really not that far off from Italy. It's really not on world map. Yeah, it's definitely good. I knew it was a European country. I was just trying to figure out where is it on the map. So, yeah, it's right next to. So it's right next to Serbia and Croatia. It's in between Serbia and Croatia. So, and across this body of water, there's Italy. So think Croatia, Serbia, Bulgaria, Romania, Italy, Greece, that whole area around the boot, kind of around that boot where Italy is, kind of to the right of it. What's the population of Bosnia? This ought to be good. So, to give you an idea, Bosnia, the entire country of Bosnia, has about 3.4 million people. That's it. Kind of say tiny country. Give you some idea, perspective on that. What's the population of Texas? Texas has about 10 times the population of Bosnia. Just Texas. And the United States has about 100 times the population of Bosnia. Of course, we know Switzerland's a European country as well. They're famous for being neutral. There's neutral in most affairs. For that, I like Switzerland. There's things I like about Switzerland. Speaking of Switzerland, they're looking to score here. There was 3 minutes of stoppage time added. Now remember, that's not exact. The referee sort of has jurisdiction on when to blow that whistle. This isn't a lot like other sports with a clock, where when that timer hits a certain thing, that's it. Soccer's a little different than that. They typically will let a certain play out. They don't blow the whistle in the middle of a play, where a team might have a chance to score. They let that play out a little bit. So that being said, we should have about a minute left in this half. Switzerland gets past midfield. Switzerland's definitely been the more dominant team in the second part of this first half. Right from the jump, Bosnia was getting close to scoring, but for the last 20, 25 minutes, it's been all Swiss. Bosnia goalie sends it deep. Halftime. Ref blows the whistle there. So we'll come back and check on that in about 10 minutes. In the meantime, we can talk about anything you guys want. I mean, I'm going to check YouTube to see what's going on. If there's anything going on there. Oh, boy. Toki, Yuroki. I got a couple cop videos to listen to, or at least one cop video we can listen to while it's halftime.
No, it's not.
This is basically it's a drunk chick who stole a vehicle getting arrested. So
when officers encounter a drunk teen involved in a domestic dispute with her boyfriend, they expect it to be a quick call, but they are unprepared for the level of aggression and foul language she is about to unleash, turning a simple traffic stop into a very long night.
I took a piss in my pants.
I took a piss in my pants. I hope it smells good for you. Oh, that's just a preview of what's coming.
Yeah, on October 24th, 2023,
oh, Jesus
an
Christ.
police officer notices a vehicle driving without its headlights on near the intersection of Truex Boulevard in Wisconsin. The officer also observes the car making short, choppy movements within its lane, struggling to maintain a straight path. But as he pulls in behind the vehicle, the driver suddenly accelerates, reaching speeds of more than 60 miles per hour in a 35-mile-per-hour zone. Eventually, the car comes to a stop after the officer initiates a traffic stop, but he has no idea that the events about to unfold are the kind no officer ever wants to encounter.
Man. Spoil brat time.
Yeah, Truex 9 fucking shit. 20 here in a second. I'll take a second. This looks like this will be a possible 5-5.
All right, let's skip it forward a little bit. All right, we got her pulled over. All right.
Okay, why don't you step out? Why not?
Okay.
No.
I can't.
Don't touch that. Come sit over here.
Right where?
Just sit over here right there.
Right here?
Yep.
Can I put my
You stay back there.
Wait, can I put my shoes on? Please. I will walk over like this.
Just sit down.
Can I put my shoes?
Nope. Just sit down. Why are we driving without headlights and driving all over the roadway?
I got mad at my boyfriend.
Oh,
Shit.
she got mad at her boyfriend, so she decided to drive recklessly.
Get back over there now. No.
Babe, please.
Sit over there now.
Turn around and listen, please.
Go.
No.
I'll come talk to you. I don't care. Go over there.
Please turn around and listen. No.
You're going to get arrested. Go over there.
Put your hands up, please. Please.
Listen.
Please.
I don't care. Go back now.
Please turn around and listen. Please don't grab me like that. Please don't grab me.
Sit down.
Please.
Now.
Babe, please
No.
turn around and
No.
listen. Please.
We're at 145 headquarters.
Please turn around and
Hey,
listen.
shh.
I'm not trying to get you in any trouble. Oh my God. Oh, I took his car. I took his car and his keys.
Okay. Why are we doing that?
Because I got mad at him. Because
Oh, I got so mad at him.
Hey, I took your keys and your car, please. I'm sorry.
At first, the situation seems as simple as the 17-year-old girl describes it. She got angry at her boyfriend and drove off in his car. But soon, the officer and the backup units arriving on scene are going to realize that whatever happened between the couple is about to become the least of their concerns.
Oh my God. Hey, I took
Stop
your
yelling.
Babe,
Stop yelling.
I took your keys. Please, I took your in your car. You're not gonna push I took your keys in your car.
I get it.
Please,
You took his
say that.
keys. You took his car. He knows.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
No, I will not. You got 2 other officers you can go talk to down there.
No, please say this. Please.
Stop yelling.
Oh.
Take him down that way. Just so you guys come here. You two, take them down that way towards Harris Street. Okay. Otherwise, arrest them for obstructing, for interfering with traffic stop.
Don't do anything stupid, please. Please don't do nothing stupid. Okay, we're going this way.
I'm with my son. We weren't even in the car. Okay.
We'll talk to you guys. We're just gonna head this way, okay?
Yeah, I wanted to take my car off. My car is.
We're not doing that right now, okay?
You can say whatever you want, but I'm just trying to tell you what.
Okay. Sir, what's your name?
Can I stand up, please? I really have to piss.
Take say.
I really have to piss. I'm gonna piss my pants. Okay, I'm gonna piss my pants right here. You can watch me, but I don't care.
Okay, if you do that, you're gonna get a citation.
Bro, I have to take a piss. You gonna let me piss right here?
Where are you gonna pee? You're in public.
The house I live at. Okay, then I'm gonna piss right here.
She drops trousers.
You can watch me. You can watch
She's gonna drop trouser and pee.
You wanna watch me?
No.
You wanna watch me take a piss?
No.
Then you're gonna let me take a
No.
piss?
Your house.
Then you're gonna watch me?
No, because I can tell you've been drinking.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
I haven't.
You're under 21 years old.
I haven't been drinking. I'm drunk. I'm high.
What?
Marijuana, but I bought that myself. I bought that for my damn self. I may smell like alcohol because I was with the motherfucker. I'm drinking alcohol, but I don't drink alcohol.
Why do you smell that?
Maybe because I was with the motherfucker that was drinking alcohol. I smell like weed though. You want to smell me?
No.
You wanna smell? Oh, what the Oh! No, that's fucking gross, dude.
Why not?
She's fucking 17 and she looks at the officer and she goes, "You want to smell me?" And it was like,
She's going through some things mentally, but she took my car. She started driving off with it. You have your driver's license?
I don't.
Have a driver's license. Have you ever been a driver's license?
I don't. So you can try to get whatever
dude,
you want, but
this is
I
fucking horrible.
2 hours ago. And I'll be honest with you, I have nothing else to lie about.
Well, I asked you if you had.
She's acting like a nasty bitch.
Why you have to have?
She wants the officer to watch her pee.
Get a Grand Theft Auto, or what do you guys call it?
So was she driving? Was she the driver on this truck stop? Or were you driving?
She's blasted.
But,
So were you in the car with her when it got stuck?
no, it wasn't.
How did you get here?
We're staying here tonight, okay?
Okay, so you saw her.
Let's skip it forward a little bit because the video's a little long and we're just watching it in halftime.
She's not. Hey, are you not?
No,
No, you're not drunk. I am.
no.
I can tell you've been drinking, but that's fine.
I drank way earlier. I'm damning sure enough because the way she's done this night, she's not drunk. Okay, so
Take me to jail.
stop. Turn around. I asked you why he'll get in trouble if he's not drunk.
Because he's not at Graham's house, maybe. I don't know. I don't understand the rules of the law.
He stole his car.
No, I didn't steal his car. He was in the vehicle with me.
You were there alone when I stopped you.
Oh my God, might as well shoot me down. Might as well shoot me down. I'm black, right? No,
What the fuck? She goes, "You might as well shoot me now because I'm black." Dude, she's insufferably horrible.
Take me to fucking jail, bro. Take me to fucking jail. He's taking me to jail. Y'all are free to go. Let go of me, bro. He's holding me tonight. No, he's holding me tonight. Let go of me, please. Oh, he's holding me tonight. Oh, please don't let me tonight. No, I don't feel comfortable with you holding me like that. No, please let go of me. I don't feel comfortable. Don't hit me, please. I don't feel comfortable with him holding me. Please, let him go. He's holding me tonight. Please. He's holding me tonight. No, I don't complain when a police officer arrests me, but please.
God.
You make sure that the cops don't get rough with her if she does go to jail. If she is, I'm just saying, you didn't deserve this, man.
You're holding. No.
She doesn't deserve this. Yes, she freaking deserves this.
I'm not.
This is a drunk teenager driving around like a Grand Theft Auto, propositioning an officer, pissing her pants, being unruly and disorderly.
I stopped her here finally, and she smacked the curb a couple times. And boyfriend and whoever the other guy is came sprinting up, trying to get involved and yelling at me that this was their car and stuff like that, and wouldn't stay away.
She just acting like this. That's what
She's
she's
drunk.
She is. Did she do feels?
No. We didn't get to that far yet. She's in custody for disorderly conduct and resisting. We still have to go to fields.
Oh god, it's boyfriend and dad.
It's an ad. I don't know. That's crazy. All right. All right. Well, she's in the back of the cop car, so we're gonna go back to soccer now. I'm sure that'll be on any minute. I love watching those cop videos where they arrest people that are acting crazy. Oh, it amazes me how many people get arrested and then they want to tell the cop, "Oh, I gotta go pee now. I gotta go pee." Like it's some get out of jail free card. Or they always threaten, like, "I'm gonna piss in the back of your squad car." And the most unhinged ones actually just do it. And actually piss themselves. It's like, oh, you don't even think about having to pee. And then as soon as you're getting arrested, I gotta go. I gotta go. Ugh. Mexico plays against Korea tonight. I won't be able to see that one, but it seemed like an interesting matchup. Yeah, I got it back on. I still have never figured out exactly what to do during halftime of the sports games. So typically during half, I just go to YouTube and see what's going on, react to it. So the new Shrek movie looks peak. Yeah, I need to look at that trailer. I did see the new Spider-Man movie had a new trailer, and it looks really good with Hulk in it. So my excitement level keeps rising for that movie. And it's funny because I didn't watch the Tom Holland movies before, but this one looks really good to me. It looks like because it's more mature, I guess. Like it's more he's older, maybe. But yeah, tomorrow, top 10 movie trilogies of all time comes out. And boy, was it hard. Like, I almost wanted to do top 10 horror movie trilogies and top 10 non-horror movie trilogies. It was hard to whittle that down to 10. Switzerland will start with the ball. But do have a question for Eli in the chat. What do you think I picked has my #1 movie trilogy of all time. You get one guess. If you get it right, I'll just tell you yes or no. Get one guess, I'll tell you yes or no. If not, you'll have to wait for the video tomorrow. Is that tomorrow's video or is that Saturday's video? Double check that. It is. Yeah, it's tomorrow's video. One of tomorrow's videos. Oh, all right. $47 minutes into this contest. We're still nothing. Hopefully we get something. Hopefully it's not nothing the whole time. No, soccer's got halves. So how soccer works is it's 45 minutes per half. It's always a running clock, and the ref adds a few minutes of time at the end of each half. And then it's at his discretion when to blow the whistle in the half. And during group play, if you're tied after the 90 minutes, it's just a draw. If it was knockout stages, you would go to extra time, which is an extra 30 minutes. And if it was still tied, you would go to penalty kicks. But we're in group stage right now. And in group stage, basically there's 12 groups for the World Cup. And in those groups, there's 4 teams in each group. And basically, all 4 teams play each other once, and you get points based on how you finish. So, like, if you win, you get 3 points. A draw is worth 1 point. A loss is worth nothing. And the top 2 from each group will advance to the knockout rounds, and then there'll also be 8 wild card third-place teams that advance to the knockout rounds. And so that's how we whittle the field down from 48 to 32. And when we get down to 32, then we do the tournament where if you lose, you're out. Single elimination. Now, it used to be only 32 teams in the World Cup, and it would get whittled down to 16. But they expanded the field to 48 starting this year. And they only do the World Cup once every 4 years. But they expanded the field to 48 teams. So that's why the tournament is longer. And this year, they're holding the World Cup in 3 different countries. It's in the United States, Mexico, and Canada. Yeah, let's go Switzerland. Yeah, I like Switzerland. Oh, yeah, the tickets are insane, and people from all over the world travel to see this. Wow. Okay, so Bosnia in their last 9 matches have won 2 matches, and they've had a draw 7 times. If there's one thing Bosnia knows how to do, it's how to get a draw. Switzerland shoots, and it's saved by the Bosnian goalie. So yeah, like the United States is like they're in Group A, I believe, or group. Let me see what group the United States is in. World Cup standings.
Mexico national football team holds first place in the FIFA World Cup. You can also ask about specific teams.
Okay, so the United States is in Group D. Okay, like they won their match against Paraguay, so they're 1-0. They have 3 points. Australia won their match against Turkey. They have 3 points. They're 1-0. Turkey's 0-1. Paraguay's 0-1. The USA will play Australia next. If they lose, they're not eliminated. But if they win, the United States definitely is going to make it to the round of 32. If they lose, they have some work to do. They'll probably need to beat Turkey to make it. But they're definitely going to make the round of 32. Unless they blow it against Australia and Turkey, then I don't think they would make it in. But they looked really good against Paraguay. That group is not really that intimidating. The USA got an easy group. You know, the 48 teams that qualify, they do a random draw to figure out what group they're put into. And the United States got a good draw. We'll see how tough Australia is tomorrow. That's going to be out of bounds, and Bosnia's going to have a goal kick. Yeah, definitely like France and Argentina are like heavy favorites for sure. They were the finals 4 years ago. And they got 2 of the best players in the world. France has Mbappe, and Argentina has the GOAT, in my opinion, which is Messi. All right, we're 54 minutes in. Switzerland threatening again to score. They shoot. It looks like it was deflected. That should earn Switzerland a corner kick. There's a Bosnian player down. Well, there's no way. I don't think there's any way you could say Ronaldo is better than Messi. Messi's won the World Cup. Ronaldo hasn't. I think Messi's better. Yeah, I don't. Some people said that before. I don't think so. Ronaldo plays for Portugal, and they're always underperforming in the World Cup. I think Messi's the GOAT. I think that used to be an argument. It was I would say before Messi won the World Cup 4 years ago, I think most people actually did have Ronaldo over Messi. I still have Pele over Messi even after Messi won the World Cup 4 years ago. But after what Messi did versus Algeria just in this tournament, scoring 3 goals in one game, putting him at 16 goals in the World Cup all time, tied for the most all time with Klaus from Germany. Yeah, I really believe Messi's the GOAT, even past Pele now. That him doing it at this age for this long and still be this good. And he actually went over to MLS to start playing in America for soccer the last couple years. And in MLS, he's been dominating. He's like Otani over there. He's won back-to-back MVPs. Ronaldo's a lot emptier in the tank. Messi looks like maybe Messi will be back in 4 more years. I don't know. I mean, it'd be crazy, but Ronaldo, this is it for him, man. This is his last run for sure, for sure. We're 57 minutes into this. Bosnia is on the attack. They're at midfield. They're working backwards right now. They're trying to set something up. We know Bosnia is content with a draw. They draw a lot. One of the reasons they draw, they are very difficult to score on. But Switzerland has had more than their fair share of chances. Oh, if you guys can, please remember to hit the like button too. I know we haven't had too many newcomers come in on stream for this one, but luckily we got the real fans in here today. We got the hardcore buds in here today. Yellow card comes out. That's shocking. Let's see what he did. I don't think I would give that a yellow. Like, he pulled him. That should be a foul, but a yellow card seemed a bit extreme. If a player gets 2 yellow cards, they end up with a red. If you get a red, then you actually are an actual player down. You can't just sub someone in for that. You'd be a player down. And then, but yellow cards affect you too. You don't want to pick them up because if you get enough yellow cards in a tournament, then you actually get suspended for a game. It's kind of like flagrant fouls in the NBA. Like, yellow cards are like flagrant ones from the NBA, and red cards are like flagrant twos. Except imagine if in the NBA, if you got a flagrant 2 and you were ejected, you couldn't even sub somebody else in. You had to play 4-on-5. That would suck. That's another yellow here. Bosnia's starting to get aggressive. Two different players have a yellow card now for Bosnia. All right, let's see what we got going on here. We're about 2/3 of the way through this one. All right, come on, Switzerland. Let's do something. I think that's going to be that's going to be a Switzerland corner kick right here. I think this could be huge. This could be a goal. They put it up, header, just saved by the Bosnian goalie. Unbelievable. They pushed that out of there. They really do teach goalies. Push the ball away. Sometimes if you try to grab the ball in certain situations, it'll roll right off you, roll right past you. Even if you gave up another corner, sometimes you want to bat the ball away, not even risk it. Now, in soccer, you're allowed 5 substitutions per team in a match. When you do the substitution, you cannot go back in. Bosnia's got it midfield now. Yellow card against a Switzerland player. My goodness, those referees, they're pulling out those yellows left and freaking right. That's for a tripping right there. Riddles. Yeah, I know it off for a sec there. 67 minutes in. Starting to wonder if we're going to see a goal, Eli. We might get a 0-0 draw out of this one. That would be unfortunate. What's that say? Someone sent an Ohio senator an AI nude of Shrek. Okay, that's funny. I'm sorry. That's just funny. And this whole AI thing, it's gonna be crazy what happens the next few years, man. He got arrested for sending him the Shrek AI nude. Wow. Can we go arrest the actual pedophile politicians instead? Can we care about that instead, please? It's a water break for them. 68.5 minutes into this one. We'll see if any of these teams decide to take, like, I don't know, big risk or something. Yeah. We are Switzerland. I'm excited to do golf this weekend for the first time on commentary. It's going to be interesting to see how I do there. I think okay, so out of the possible live sporting events, in my opinion, how I call the game, what I think I'm the best at versus the least best at from top to bottom, or what I will be the best at. Number one's football. Without a doubt, football is going to be my favorite shit to call. I cannot wait for the NFL season. And that's college, UFL, NFL, football. Number one. Second, basketball. I think I did a pretty good job doing the basketball games. And then third, this may surprise you, but I think I would be really good at calling tennis when we get to tennis. Or it might be baseball. I'm going to say baseball's third, tennis fourth, with me calling it. But those four would probably be my strong suits, I would say. Now, after that, I would say I do a better job calling soccer and hockey are about the same for me when it comes to my call. And then racing is lower than that. I would say I think I'm going to be better at golf than I am soccer and hockey. So then it would go golf fifth, hockey sixth, soccer seventh, and then the sport that I believe I'm least good at commentating would be NASCAR. Well, I'd go MMA eighth, and then ninth would be NASCAR, would be racing. So. We're about 72 minutes in. We only got basically about 20 minutes left in this match. So there's been 25 matches so far in the World Cup. Obviously, we've only streamed a fraction of them. And only one of these 25 matches had a 0-0 draw. And that was Spain versus Cabo. And that was an interesting match because Spain had 7 shots on goal that the Cabo goalie was able to defend. And that was a huge upset for Cabo to even get the draw. So for a sport that doesn't score a lot, most generally, this has been a high-scoring World Cup. You know, I've seen scores like 4-2 and 4-3 and 3-2 and stuff like that. But nothing draws used to be the norm for a World Cup match. So if you were to tell me we got only one to the first 25 matches, I would take that. Swiss goalie sends it deep. Oh, man. Switzerland shoots! They score! Switzerland has scored! They're on the board! Let's go! Yes! Yes, 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 yes! We have a goal! I do believe! I do believe! Yes! Finally! I seen Eli and our other viewer had left for a second there. Finally, Swiss scores the goal. Eli is back. He's like, yes, let's go. Let's go. Switzerland got a goal. I was talking about how we've had 25 World Cup matches this year so far, and there's only been one nothing draw. That was Spain and Cabo, so luckily that streak continues. Nothing draws suck. So glad Switzerland scored. So now you're going to see Bosnia get real aggressive to try to even it up. The rest of this match. Soccer does do overtime during the knockout rounds. Right now, we're in the group stage still. You get 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, 0 points for a loss. So we're still in group stage. Wait till we get to knockout rounds, Eli. That's going to be really fun. You get 30 minutes of extra time. It's not overtime, sudden death. I wish it was, but it's 30 minutes of extra time in the knockout rounds if you're still tied. If you're still tied after that, it goes to penalty kicks. So all of a sudden, your 2-hour soccer game becomes a 3-hour soccer game whenever those happen. But that's for the knockout rounds. Right now, we're still trying to whittle the field down from 48 to 32 based on the team standings after the 3 group stage matches per team. So this will go a long way to get Switzerland in that top 32 to get in the tournament if they were to win this one. Yeah, soccer very rarely does any kind of overtime. And only when you get to a tournament where somebody must win, they have that OT. Today, that is not the case. Me, I hate draws. I would remove draws from the game entirely. I would just do the 90 minutes, and if you're still tied, just go to penalties. That's what I would do. I would do the same thing for hockey as well. Like, yes, overtime hockey is cool with, someone scores, the game's over. But I just go straight to penalties. Like, I like the idea of you played your full game, find a quick way to determine a winner. So, like, I'm a fan of, like, 2-point conversion shootouts that the UFL does after you're still tied 60 minutes. I'm a fan of, like, always making sure you have a winner, doing it fast once regulation's done. So, NBA, of course, still sticking to their 5 minutes. That makes sense. But shoot, remember when I played college football? My college football streams, I had that one game go to 9 overtimes. That was crazy. Let's see if Switzerland can hang on. Let's see here. There's going to be a red card. That's going to be an ejection. And they're going to be a player short for the rest of the match. And that also means Bosnia has got to be real careful. Now they almost have no chance of winning this match. But that's not even what's really bad. What's really bad here is racking up penalties in group stage could hurt them. But also, if Switzerland scores more goals, if there's like ties in the standings, it goes down to goal differentials after group play if there's ties in the standings. So goal differentials matter. And if Switzerland could get an easy goal or two with Bosnia being shorthanded, that could be devastating for them. Because Bosnia is going to have to win. They probably need to win their third match in group stage because they draw on their first one. They're going to lose this one probably. And then that third one, they might have to win. And that goal differential might come into play. So, if you're Bosnia, yeah, you'd love to tie the game. But first and foremost, you almost want to hang on to the 1-0 loss, not lose 2-0 or 3-0. Switzerland shoots. It's batted away by the Bosnian goalie. 80 minutes into this one. 81 minutes. And you see the strategy. Switzerland wants to be aggressive too. They know goal differential could matter for them positively as well in a situation where, let's say, they were to lose their third match of group play. And goal differential may come into play. The only time I don't think you really have to worry about goal differential coming into play and you know that you're going to advance to the round of 32 is if you won your first 2 matches. Just head up, won your first 2 matches, you're going to advance. But you could be placed in a better spot in the bracket if you do even better. Switzerland corner kick. It's knocked away. "82 minutes in, we have a red-carded Bosnian player, so they're down to 10. Switzerland still got 11. One, two, three, four, five, six. It's gonna be hard for Bosnia to even get possession when they're down a player. Eli, you're back. You're back. We probably got no more than 10 minutes left in this. Oh, you lost audio on the right side of your headphones. Yeah, you might have to get new headphones now. Switzerland scores again. They're up 2-0. Padding out that goal differential. Good job, Switzerland. Oh. Yeah, I hate when technology doesn't cooperate with me. If something breaks. Oh. 85 minutes in. Bosnia definitely has their work cut out for them. I don't think they're going to be able to do anything. Take forever to get this reset. All right, Bosnia. Let's see what they do. Oh, shoot. So, Eli, what's your favorite movie trilogy of all time and your favorite gaming trilogy of all time? You drop that in the comments below. I'm really curious to see what you're thinking. Bosnia goalie with the save. 87 minutes into this. God of War trilogy or KH Kingdom Hearts trilogy. Okay. Dark Knight trilogy or Lord of the Rings. Now, are you ready for me to tell you something shocking since you listed all those games and those are really great trilogies? Wait until you see my top 10 gaming trilogies list. That'll be Sunday morning. Obviously, I know that's Father's Day, but you watch that video whenever, any day you want. But when that comes out, none of those trilogies are even in my top 10. Both the on the gaming side and on the movie side. Neither of those trilogies are in my top 10. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. On the gaming side of things, I did admit that I did bring up the God of War trilogy, but I kind of brought up how the new one would probably make the list with what they're probably going to do to it to modernize it and make it even better. Well, one of the debates I had to have is should the Bayonetta trilogy be in there or the God of War trilogy? Because they're both essentially action games, right? But I've told you before, Bayonetta 2 is my all-time favorite action game. And I think Bayonetta 3 isn't too far behind. So essentially, you know, when it came to action games, I had my choice. Do I go Devil May Cry? Do I go God of War? Do I go Bayonetta? And I went Bayonetta. Yeah, God of War 3 is your favorite hack and slash. Switzerland pouring it on now. Another goal to go up 3-0. Yeah, again, it was a difficult choice. But we had Bayonetta in there. And oddly enough, Bayonetta was like towards the bottom of my top 10 list to give you an idea what this top 10 trilogy list is going to look like. Yeah, 3-0, and most of it was in the last 20 minutes. Let's see how much stoppage time the ref adds. Yes, Xenoblade Chronicles trilogy is in it. I do admit in the video, I said Xenoblade Chronicles would be much higher on the list had I liked 2 more. 2 is a weak link here. But 3 does such a good job at making 2 look better because of bringing the heroes from 2 onto 3 and tying it in as a trilogy, which matters to me a lot for the trilogy list itself, that it helped put Xenoblade somewhere on the list. But if Xenoblade 2 was just as good as 1 or 3, that would probably be my favorite trilogy. But because Xenoblade 2 is sort of the dud of the 3, it's not even in my top 5. Mass Effect is on it, and so is Halo. Should you get Star Fox? Oh, that's such a... I mean, have you tried the demo at least? If you really want to know for sure, try the demo. I'm not even trying the demo. I know I want to buy it. Yeah, try the demo first and then get back to me on that one. You might, if you're on the fence about it, the demo's out. So at least do that. It's a lot of tutorials, but there is a mission in there as well. You don't even have to necessarily get it at launch either if you're still unsure. You could watch me play it and see if you would be interested in actually playing it. And I'll actually have to look and see if the multiplayer is really worth it, or if it's just what I think it is, which is just sort of a tack-on, add-on side thing. I still think the meat and potatoes of the game is going to just be the campaign. Got a good number of, if you look at the remakes / remasters. Oh, Bosnia got a goal. There we go. Good for them. But if you look at the remakes / remasters coming out this year, mostly remakes, reimaginings, it's pretty crazy, actually. I don't know if there's a better year I've ever seen for remakes. Because this Star Fox game does qualify as a Star Fox 64 remake based on everything I've seen, because it really does just follow the Star Fox 64 formula to a T, but with updated visuals. And I believe that's what we're going to get with Ocarina of Time as well. It's going to very much be Ocarina of Time, but with just new visuals. I would love to see Super Mario 64 do that. They're doing all these N64, like, let's completely from the ground up remake them. And it's making the games cheap to produce for Nintendo, and that's helpful for them. And there's still games on the N64 that would benefit greatly from being completely made from the ground up. I think Super Mario 64 is one of those games. Yeah, better camera controls, too. Quality of life improvements. It's interesting because on the 3DS, when the 3DS first came out, they put Ocarina of Time on there, but it was mostly just Ocarina of Time, right? And they put Star Fox 64 on there. It was mostly just a port of Star Fox 64. So they've done this before. But this is actually remakes from the ground up. And then we got to talk about, the stuff that actually has new content. Like, and the Star Fox multiplayer is a little new, right? But stuff that actually has new content, like the Halo game, adding 3 missions, or the Rayman game, adding new areas. Although I wish it was just a brand new Rayman game flat out. It's not. It's Rayman plus other stuff. And that's more of a remaster than a remake, in my opinion. It's a remaster with added stuff. Because it's not made, it's just going to look mostly the same. And then, of course, so you also have Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag resynced, which retooled certain aspects of the game as well. So we got those 5 freaking remakes or whatever. All of them are disqualified from winning Game of the Year. Just putting that out there right now. They will not be in my top 10 list. I'll discuss them at the end of the year. I'll bring them up. But none of those games can qualify for my Game of the Year list. In my opinion. I will not put them in there. So. And we're still going to, by the end of the year, we're still going to have 10 really good games in my top 10 list. Control Resident might make companies want to make more games like Prototype or Infamous. Good point. It might happen. Switzerland's going to get a penalty kick here with a chance to go up 4-1 right as the game is ending, which could help them with goal differential. So, yeah, they're going to have to, I don't want to put all these remakes, definitive edition, remasters. I don't want to put them against the new games of the year. Switzerland scores. They're up 4-1. That's probably it right there. But yeah, they need to, like, I don't know. I try my best not to add in remakes or remasters into new and mix them with the new games when I judge them at the end of the year. I try not to. And I haven't always done that. Like, for instance, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition is my favorite game of 2020. Now, should I be allowed to put that in or not? Well, the reason I do is it was my favorite game that year. And I never beat Xenoblade Chronicles the first time when it was on the Wii. I got like a quarter of the way through before I quit. So to me, that felt like a new game. Totally. But I can't say, and the match is over, by the way, but I can't say the same thing for, like, I beat Rayman Legends already. Rayman Legends was one of my favorite games that year when it came out. I beat Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag already. It's one of my favorite games the year it came out. Neither one of those games won Game of the Year, but they were easily top 3 for that given year. Halo, Combat Evolved, another game that was not a Game of the Year, but it was almost, because that's the same year that Melee came out. And for freaking Star Fox, again, close to winning a Game of the Year, but didn't quite do it for me back in 1997 because Super Mario or Mario Kart 64 was my Game of the Year. So all of those were like top 3-ish Game of the Year games already. And not much is changing actually physically about those games other than the visuals and quality control. And then you have Ocarina of Time, which actually was my favorite game of 1998. Eli says, if I go to my dad's in October, I will have a ton of games to play because of all the releases in September in October. Yeah, it's going to be great, man. It's going to be exciting. But yeah, I think for me to make the decision, I had to make the decision to separate out those remakes from the current releases. How do you honestly judge Ocarina of Time versus Wolverine versus Fire Emblem versus fucking Halo? You know what I mean? Like, you can't do that. It's too difficult for me to judge a game that I already thought is an all-time classic getting remade versus a game that comes out this year that's really awesome. You know, I just can't do it, to be honest. I can't do that judgment call. Especially when this year is so strong. In general, this year is so strong with games. Because if I have to say, well, I like GTA 6 better than I like Ocarina of Time, the remake, that's hard to say that. It's not fair, you know, to even say that. So that's why I made that decision. Maybe if it was a down year, I might include those games, but it's not. This is a very packed, stacked year for sure. I mean, definitely 2026 is better. It looks like it's going to be better than 2025 or 2024. But I think where it comes into question is it better than 2023? And I do think its top 5 is not better than 2023, but its top 10 is better. That makes sense. Possibly will be better. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Soccer game's over. I'll be back tomorrow. A couple videos to come out. Gonna stream USA tomorrow. Gonna stream some golf this weekend. So have a good one, man. I'll see you.